Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Yahweh Shaphat coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakurash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in these scriptures. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. You know, second, I'm gonna scoop the camera over a little bit so brothers can better see me. Yeah, man, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, to you brothers that are on the highways and the byways, pushing his word out in truth and sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so now so more than ever. To you, I say shalom. Shalom to you brothers and sisters who are listening and learning, you know, getting this truth while it's available to you, because a famine of the word is upon us. You know, they want to silence, and not just those of us who preach the scriptures who are Israelites. They want to silence anybody who's against their agenda, and you know who I'm talking about when I say they. You know, these elites, man. Anybody who's not completely down with the New World Order, you know, they getting ready to come up against you, man. So they'll try to silence you. They're getting ready to I forgot how much money they put into it, but it was either some millions or some billions that was put into basically, you know, going into different social media websites and combating what they call medical misinformation, because everybody's pretty much hip to their bullshit, man. You know, this whole thing with Maxine, you know, I can't I can't really say certain things because they'll take this YouTube video down, you know, if I don't put my words wisely. So yeah, man, you know, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, which Yahweh is the name of the Most High. Yahweh Shah is his only begotten son, who we ignorantly know as Jesus Christ. You know, man, they're allowing truth to spring forth in the earth, man. And it starts with us, man, with the Israelites, bringing out these prophecies, you know, and warning the people, man, because not only are we out here for our people, you know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but the Lord has made us prophets unto the nations, which means not only to our nation, the nation of Israel, which I got the 12 tribes chart right here. You know, he's made us prophets unto all nations, man, because the Heavenly Father has specific judgments for these other nations, and he has judgments for 2/3 of our nation as well. And we out here, man, to teach our people, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. We out here to teach you whether you are here or forbear, man. You know, we've been set up, the prophets are set up as watchmen. But hey, man, it's going down in the earth, man. You know, they getting ready to come at us. They getting ready to roll on the men of the Lord, you know, and hey, man, we ready for you, E. We waiting on you, man, because we know what we're involved in. We know what this brings. You know what I'm saying? You know, we counted the cost way before we came into this truth, man, and decided to, you know, stay in this truth. So we know what to expect. But yeah, man, hey, the Heavenly Father is judging the earth. He's plaguing this place. You know, pretty soon you'll have a famine of the word and a famine of food and water. You know, people don't take it seriously, but when you see food prices go up, like say you go to Taco Bell and a soft taco used to be $1. Now it's $1.49. Well, they're adding an extra tax on that because they have less of that item, you know. When prices go up, it's because of inflation. You know what I'm saying? You know, and when something becomes scarce, of course you're gonna charge more. You're gonna charge more for it. You know, and that's all around the board, man. Grocery store prices have went up. You know, restaurant prices have went up, and all because it's a shortage on food, man. You know, and who's the one that's bringing that shortage on the food? The Most High is, man. You know, and he's judging this place for this place's wickedness. You know, hey, Kid Cudi, he just came out and basically spoke on, you know, how he had to cut his comments off because people are coming at him for putting nail polish on. Well, any traditional man wouldn't do that, man. You know, but if you notice a pattern, You know, hey, all of these artists, before they get their deal and before they get their money, you know, they don't do all of this effeminate bullshit. But as soon as they get their deal and they get, you know, they get the fame and the clout or whatever, you start seeing them put on color their nails and wear colored hair, you know, and do all of these different things that a man is not supposed to do. Now, if a woman does that, all right, whatever. But you know, the scriptures speak about how a man is not supposed to wear that which pertains to a woman, and vice versa. You know, if you want to be technical about it, pants in the scriptures were known as breeches. A woman's not supposed to wear breeches, man. A woman shouldn't have on pants. But you know, you men have been effeminized, and you women have been, you know, basically taught to be masculine. So everything's backwards, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you do see, you know, you'll have these women that go to these Pentecostal churches or whatever, and all they do is wear skirts. Well, they actually, you know, in the right spirit, man. That's what a woman's supposed to have on. A woman is supposed to dress modestly. But, you know, Esau, man, hey, he's basically pimped out all of these goddamn women, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, with the whole feminist movement, you know, basically telling a woman, that's what the serpent did. He told the woman that she could be like the man, when that's false, man. A woman can't do what a man can do and vice versa. And not to say that a woman and a man don't need each other. The Lord created us to be with each other. But, you know, all of this turning of things upside down has severed that relationship between a man and a woman. That was at one point sacred. You know, since the so-called white man has came into power and puts the feminism movement, you know, divorces has gone through the roof. You know, there are more broken families than more than ever. You know, hey man, everything is out of order, man, because you got this goddamn demon ruling. Matter of fact, I was on getting second answers, but I'm gonna just get out. I'm gonna get Isaiah the 10th chapter. You know, Salakia for me granted. But you know, I try to keep it spiritual even when I'm speaking. This is Isaiah the 10th chapter, you know. I'm gonna start at verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. And who's decreeing these unrighteous decrees? You know, passing a law for same-sex marriage, passing laws that allow a woman to legally commit adultery, and a slew of other things, man. The so-called white man has done that. And you'll ask yourself, you know, what makes a people implement and set up these wicked laws, man? Hey, they're doing these wicked things because these Edomites, these so-called white people, they're known in the scriptures as the wicked, you know, and the wicked are bearing rulership over the earth. So that's why this place is completely out of order right now, man. See, I'm gonna get that, matter of fact, I got my phone here with me. So I'm gonna just get that right quick. It'll be kind of quick. Trying to get rolling through the spirit. Yeah, man. Esau, the so-called white man, is the reason why the earth is in complete chaos right now. The other nations are starting to get pissed at you because, you know, you bring that Babylon juice over there to them, and you feed it to their children and to their women, and now they're out of order. You know, I seen a video, Elder Ayathan, from the GMS Massachusetts camp. You know, with him and Elder Manatazak, Elder Apostle Rakad, and the other Zaquanium that are out there. You know, the Zaquan went into basically how, you know, there's a video of a heathen woman pleading for the children of Israel, the true children of Israel, to come back to their land, man. Hey, even the other nations are waiting for the sons of the Most High to be manifested, because they know once the Heavenly Father does away with Esau and sets us back in order, everything's gonna go back to the way that it should be, man. The earth is gonna be in a time of peace again. You know, hey, the other nations hate you so-called white people too, man, because you know you come to their nation and you still kill and destroy. If they don't want to commit to your democracy, you know they wake up and to their children being bombed and blown into pieces, to their villages being destroyed, man. You know, hey, they sick of you, man. So eventually, man, these other nations and the Heavenly Father, you know, He's beefing the weaponry of these other nations up, man. So eventually, you're gonna have an all-out war between America, aka Babylon the Great, and the other nations. And Russia and China are gonna spearhead that, and the other nations are gonna follow through. They're gonna follow suit. It's gonna be a nuclear war. You already have little small skirmishes and wars and rumors of wars going on, but this the third world war, for the most part, is gonna be fought with nuclear weapons. So, you know, I'm gonna just roll, like I said, I'm gonna just roll with the spirit. I'm gonna go into Isaiah the 9th chapter. This is Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. See, because the Lord is going to hype the other nations up to shoot an innumerable amount of missiles on this place, man. Not only that, you're going to have Esau, the so-called white man, and the other nations going to war with the chariots. If you like, and I'm gonna keep this very short and simple. They're not UFOs. The Most High is a very powerful being, man. He, His Son, and His holy angels. The holy angels are what you're seeing in these UFOs. When they come and make appearances on these earth and they do otherworldly things, it's because they're not of this world, man. Those are the holy angels. It ain't no goddamn bunch of green men flying around in a spaceship. Let's go ahead and put that old wives' tale to peace, man. Those are the holy angels, and they look like so-called black men. Those they're the ones that are in these so-called UFOs, and if you in the know, they're identified to you because you know they're the holy angels, man. So Esau, you have. Not only do you have the other nations who are going to make war with you, you have the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh Shai, and the holy angels. They're going to make war with you, man. So you're done, and it's just a matter of time. You know, these elites, hey, they having their way right now, man. The elites, they're the rich man, and you Israelites, you Israelite men, you represent Lazarus, man. You know, so. Hey, right now Esau is he's enjoying himself, man. That's why when you see Evelyn Rothschild, he got a fucking smile from ear to ear. All the time. And why? Because he's enjoying his riches right now. He's in his heaven. Heaven represents a state of rulership. And hell, it can either represent the grave or it can represent a state of captivity or servitude. Right now, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, this is your hell, man. When you go into what hell means, it's talking about the grave, the place of no return. You know what I'm saying? Where basically your body's there, but your spirit is in the heavens with the Most High, man. You can't praise the Most High because you're dead, you know, and you're in Sheol, Sheol, you're in the grave. So that, you know, hell has like I said, it has two meanings. Either it's talking about the grave, or it's talking about a position of servitude, man. Catching hell, literally. You know, like you being in a low estate. And I will go into the blue letter, but I don't have any internet on this phone, so I won't. But I want to get Isaiah the 14th chapter. You know, these other nations, man, they bucking up against America, man. And it's all prophecy. You know what I'm saying? They didn't just wake up. The Heavenly Father put the spirit on them to do what they doing and buck up. They didn't just wake up one day and decide that they were going to be strong. Hey, the Heavenly Father, He can give strength or take it away, man. He can He can lower you or exalt you. He's exalting these other nations again to stir them up to make war with Esau. So this is Isaiah 14:9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? And that's what these other nations are saying, man. You know, they bucking up against America because America's not the superpower that it was going back, you know, a couple of decades ago, man. This place loses power every day, every year. You have other countries dumping the dollar. The dollar is losing its value, you know. Hey, man, the Heavenly Father set this nation up, and just like he did every nation that came before this, just like he did old Rome, this is Rome all over again. The Heavenly Father is going to put this place to naught, you know, and it's only, it's not if it'll happen, it's a matter of when. So I'm going to keep reading. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave. That's that hell that's moved from beneath to meet Esau. It's not talking about a literal place where you got a man, a red man with a fucking pitchfork in this inferno. No. You know, this is the place of judgment. You know what I'm saying? And if you commit wickedness in one life, the Heavenly Father can send you back down here maimed. He can send you back down here remedial. He can send you back down here deformed, whatever he wants to do. This is a place of this is the place of judgment. As the scriptures say that the place of judgment is under the sun. This is the place of judgment, man. You know? So there is no actual hell that you go to. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Charles Manson went back to the spirit world. He didn't go to hell. You know? As wicked as he might have been, he went back to the spirit world, man. You know? See, because you got to understand when there are certain spirits that are created for vengeance. For whose vengeance? For the Most High's vengeance, man. The spirit of vengeance can be a man or a beast, you know? But that's the point. When you die, you go back to the spirit world. Everybody does. No matter how wicked a person is, they don't go to hell because there is no hell. You know, so I'm going to keep reading. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Now, who weakened the nations? Esau, the so-called white man. When it's talking about Lucifer, it's talking about him. It's talking about these elites, you know? It's talking about Esau, the so-called white man. He weakened the nations. He's the one that fell from heaven, meaning he fell from his seat of rulership. And to understand this, you have to understand that Satan never rebelled against the Most High, man. Never did that happen. You got to understand that the scriptures, sometimes it's talking about Satan's physical counterpart, which is Esau, the so-called white man. You know? Hey, if every Israelite has 7 angels around them, every Edomite has 7 demons around them, man. You know, and I seen a brother do a lesson on how basically Esau is losing his damn mind. Why? Because it's like this. They're losing their mind because they know that they have but a short time, man. You know? That's why they losing their mind. You know, these so-called white people, they not stupid. They understand the privilege that they have. They understand that this is their world. And that being said, they understand that, hey, we're prophesying the end of their rulership, man. This is the end of their rulership. We're at the end of it, man. Not the end of the whole world, but the end of an aeon, which is the end of an age. You know, the earth abideth forever, like the scriptures say. So when the scriptures talk about the end of the world, whose world is it? The end of Esau's world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You know, so the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven is going to be the ushering in of the re-implementation of the Israelites being that ruling class, Salaki, that ruling class nation on the earth, like we always were, like we always were meant to be, man. See, the other nations didn't always look at us like we was a bunch of goddamn animals. When we were keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, we had the respect of the other nations. But you know, when we're in reproach, you know, they don't respect us, man. They look down on us, you know. It's in Deuteronomy, I believe. So okay, this is Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, so-called West Indians, and Haitians, you are above all people that are on the earth. The Heavenly Father, call them what you will. Because if you call somebody who's tribal or racist, the Heavenly Father is very tribal about his whole nation. So you calling him a racist. You calling him a separatist. You know? The Heavenly Father didn't set it up for everybody to mingle amongst everybody, man. He set up separation. Separation between the nations, first and foremost, and then last but not least, he separated the nation of Israel from all nations and set us up to be above all people that are on the earth. So I'm going to read that again. What is Deuteronomy 7:6 saying? We better than the so-called Chinese. We're better than the so-called white man. We're better than the so-called Japanese. We're better than Arab, than the so-called Arab. We're better than all the other nations. We're the greatest. Like Ali said, you know, this is Deuteronomy 7:6. Again, for thou art an holy people, holy meaning separate, unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So we're above all people that are upon the face of the earth, man. And there's a lot going on right now. So I want to skip. And we're going to go to Revelations 12:12. Because these people are making moves, man. Pretty soon, like the scriptures say, we're going to be cast out of our houses. And our goods are going to be taken from us, man. We're going to have to be, some of us might be in concentration camps. You know, some of us might be put to death simply for teaching this word. But that's okay, man. That's an honor to die for the Most High. You know, like, hey, these niggas in the world, they think it's an honor to die for a block that they don't even own. They think it's an honor to die for men that will try to sleep with their wife after they perish. You know, hey, man, you so-called Negroes, you know, dealing with you first and all the other tribes. Y'all better wake the hell up, man. Y'all still killing each other when you have your main enemy literally plotting an assault on you, man. And y'all want to kill each other. That's why the Lord allows you to be allows you certain of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Heavenly Father allows you to be taken over by these strong delusions, you know. And one of them is being a gang member. when you really sit back and think like an Israelite, y'all thinking like niggas. I'm thinking like an Israelite man. Why would we kill each other when we got other enemies? But you know what? It's the curses. You know what I'm saying? It's the curses of Deuteronomy when I think about it. So I correct myself. But that doesn't mean the Heavenly Father isn't going to judge you for being a gang member, man. And literally, being into killing your own people. That's why, hey, you gang members, you walking out of jail and getting shot 64 times in the head. That's the you getting shot 50 times. That's the judgment of the Heavenly Father, man. Because he didn't set us up to gang bang on each other. He set us up, like Deuteronomy 7:6 said, to be above all other nations. He gave us the law, statutes, and commandments, which will make us wise in the sight of the other nations. So I'll tell you right now, these so-called white people, they fear a man who was well-spoken, who was well-studied. They don't fear a jackass with his pants half off his ass with a gun that he don't even really know how to shoot. They don't fear y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, all of this gang banging on each other and all this, that's going to be done away with in the kingdom of heaven. You're not going to hear violence among us anymore, man. Among us is the nation of Israel. You're not going to have so-called Negroes going at it with so-called Latinos, man, or so-called Native Americans. We're going to be one again, and the curses are going to be lifted off us. So we're not going to be, eager to start a beef with another fellow Israelite man. Which you going off by doing that, man. But like I said, a lot of it is the curses. I'm gonna get into this though, because Esau is getting ready to come hard, man. Anybody that's speaking about Maxine, Esau's his main thing right now is Maxine. I'm speaking in code because I gotta be careful with my words. Hey, Esau is all about Maxine. Take Maxine. Take the jab. If you don't got Maxine, pretty soon you're not gonna be able to go grocery shopping. If you don't got Maxine, pretty soon you're not gonna be able to do anything, man. They're pushing that garbage on everybody, and they pushing it hard. This is Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down to you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. These elites, the Heavenly Father is putting the spirit on them to crank things up, not a notch, a few notches. They're going to start coming for what they claim is misinformation when it's really correct information, excellent communication. let me cut it out, man. But pretty much, man, they're gonna be heavily monitoring social media, because not only do you have the prophets, the men of the Lord, out here basically telling you the truth about what's going on, man, about this devil and his goddamn technology and his tricks. You have other Edomites out there making TikToks about Maxine. You have a slew of different people that are using social media as basically like an underground news thing to expose Esau for what he is, man. A liar, a fake, a goddamn demon. Well, they're putting money into basically combating, like I said, what they call misinformation being put out on these social sites. They already got fact checkers, and the truth is taking root. And Esau's having a hard time getting everybody to take Maxine, man. So hence the scriptures say that the devil has come down unto you having great wrath. Who is that devil? Who is that serpent? He saw the so-called white man as that serpent. They plan on going door to door and knocking to see if you done hooked up with Maxine, man. You know, pretty soon, since don't nobody want to hook up with Maxine on you know on the dating tip, I'm using this. I'm using it to make a joke, man. But brothers know I'm serious. Brothers know what I'm saying. Since don't nobody want to deal with Maxine, pretty much what they gonna start doing is, if you don't got Maxine, you can't come to work. If you don't got Maxine, you can't grocery shop without a mask. You know what I'm saying? You know, California has already implemented the mask mandate again, and other states are gonna follow suit. You know, they have a new variant that has become popular in the news media, and what they're doing is they're saying that everybody that's causing the cause in these and the increase of these this new variant, you know, the cause and the increase of cases is everybody who hasn't had vaccine yet. You know, and like I said, I'm gonna keep it in code because I can't really get all the way into it, man. They'll remove my video, you know. But yeah, man, they're coming for the